Oh boy, man! I hope this one. It, it, and honestly, I have mixed reactions because even at the end of the day, I despise Soyny. I really despise them how they killed franchise. That even Western franchise that were good, they just destroyed them. Resistance, they didn't do anything with that anymore. Killzone, and I really dislike it how this company ruined Drive Club. Drive Club is superior even to this day compared to that dog shit that is Gran Turismo's even. Hell, they was better and it came before Gran Turismo Sport. But we know what this company has been heading themselves with all of this light service nonsense. And this is also something that actually astonished many people. Hey, they are not willing to pull another Conquer. Man, I just wanted to pull another one just so we could keep laughing at them. So look at this. Soyny's sensor station live service titled Fair Games is cancelled. It's claimed. So they said, yeah, we already tolerated enough with Bungie and Marathon. Now Fair Game, we cannot tolerate that. Oh man. So, an analyst claims Haven's Fair Games has been cancelled, but new job listing and studio messaging suggest a PlayStation 5 and PC Live Service Haze game is still in development. Oh man, this is just. Yeah, it will be the best decision for Sony to cancel this because it will bring even more damage than what Conquer did. You know, Sega tried that dodge shit with hyenas. If you search what hyenas it is, a battle royale made by Sega, you'll encounter that it was all filled with DEI bullshit, homosexuality, drag queen age, fail hard levels of content. And hey, we were going to laugh at that shit. But you know why couldn't laugh harder? It's because it got cancelled. They couldn't go with that route because they knew that if they were going with the bullshit, it will be so much damaging. The damage will be so fucking big that it will actually have closed Sega because the potential consumers will see the AI that even they are not willing to tolerate anymore. And on top of that, the investors will say, hey, this is shit tons of money. Sega couldn't afford to have that stain. They have so many stains. Yeah, let's not fool ourselves. Sega has shit tons of stains when it comes to wokeness and DEI. But the ones that take the cake right now is Soyny. And they did it for a reason with fucking Concord. They believed their own lies that Concord was going to be a success. And looks like, yeah, depending if this is true, could be that, yeah, Fergen is not worth saving. And it would be better for us if we just try at cancel. Because even if investors, some of them walk away, if that shit release and it goes even worse than Concord, they will make them even. Man, they will split Soyny as a whole. They wouldn't let any sort of those in managing positions. Those investors will actually even pull themselves directly there because they will be sick and tired of all of the nepotism dog shit and all of these shitty practices that this company has done. I hope this one ends up being true. So let's see. Industry analyst Michael Patcher says Sony has cancelled Fairgame, the live service Hayes shooter from Sensor Station's Haven studio. He made the claim of the latest Patcher Factor podcast while criticizing Sony's broader live service push. There's no official confirmation from Sony or Haven. Sony turned all of their console developers into live service developers, which resulted in Conquer being shut down. No. If they weren't pushing something like World of Warcraft, maybe they would be succeeding. If they would have pushed something like Final Fantasy XIV before Square Enix fucking it up, they would have success. They didn't do that. They push DEI nonsense with content that we have seen from even older video games with better content, better presentation, better graphic design, and better optimization, and not being fucking dogshit like services that demand microtransactions. So yeah, let's not for ourselves, but well, I just wanted to give that rant here, which resulted in Concord being shut down, the studio being shut down, which resulted in Jade Raymond being let go and her game cancelled. Jade Raymond is the one that scammed Soyny. One another on the list. So he said they are bad managers. They don't know what they are doing, which in this sentence I fucking absolutely agree. Even if someone was willing to say Sony only because they had nostalgia in this brand, they would do it when they buy the fucking corporation at a low price and primarily if they get rid of all of those DEI hires, all of those nepotism hires, they fire them without giving them the last paycheck because at this point I don't think this fucking company, any employee and manager at that company deserves to get a golden parachute or even remotely something to having a paycheck because what they keep producing is just straight dog shit and burning money. And yeah, if someone was willing to save this company, they should get rid of them at all. All of them need to fucking go. Even the ones at the tech positions. We have seen that mothers, all of the other people, they can actually perform a better job. They know even how to emulate PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 5 games already. Well, PS5 now is yet to see, but you know what I'm saying. They these people the reverse engineer even their products, and they know them far well better than all of those employees that working on them and claim that they know shit. They don't know nothing. They know fucking nothing. So yeah, this fucking company is on its way to destroy themselves even further, but or could be actually delaying the inevitable. But well, stretching it out because they are not going to look so bad by canceling this because at this point from what people have shared with their mindset with fucking marathon, yeah, fairgame is heading into the same route. But well, let's continue. What is official PlayStation? What is official? Excuse me there. Sensor Station announced in May that Haven founder Jade Raymond had departed and that the studio would continue under new co-studio heads Mary Eve Dennis and Pierre Francois Sapinski, reporting at the time pointed into schedule pressure, not a shutdown. You know what this means? It's because they saw that they got scammed. They made a fucking third, and they're trying to save it right now. If they cannot save it, it means that they need to fucking cancel this shit because it's going to be so much damaging. I keep repeating this because it is heading in the same route as Concord. Haven is actively hiring for AAA live service game. Right now, Haven owners career pages list 6 of open roles. Within 3 posted just 6 weeks. Multiple postings name fair games directly and describe it as quote unquote in development for Sensor Station and PC, including UI technical artists and senior UX designers. I finance lead at even notes the role will help quote unquote deliver a profitable AAA game. Now this shit is not possible at all. But yeah, you can keep lying to yourself. We are going to laugh. With preference for live service experiences, all of this strongly suggests active production rather than a cancellation. It's going to be cancelled. It's not profitable in any sense of the word. Even if some fucking double A budget game that still had DEI but soft, not like The Last of Us Part 2 or something like Concord, it will be profitable. But no, this shit is a live service. You have to pay attention that all of the dogshit management they had all over the course of their years when it comes to development increasing costs, and at the end of the day, live services are not cheap. They can put the most cheap out gameplay out there, bare bone, lackluster AAA game. The reason why primarily these live services are costing so much money to develop is because They need to adapt it and track everything through a server because at the end of the day, yeah, it's what it is. It's a fucking live service. It's a service game. It requires a server to be played. And all of that tracking, yeah, demands resources to be put in the design of the game, the gameplay, the tracking of all of the network code. And yeah, it's costly as fuck. And if you are going to push fucking dog shit, we know already this answer. At the time publishing, Sony and Havens have not officially commented on this report as to why any rumor would suggest taking everything with a grain of salt until officially confirmed. Even I want to see what is going to happen. If they release that shit, it's going to be worse than Conquer. If they don't release it, still they are going to be mocked, but at least they are going to try to save face. The ones that are actually going to slap them is fucking investors regardless. At the end of the day, in both ways, they are completely fucked. This company is completely fucked. It also worth remembering the wider context for Sensor Station live service plans. Concourse launched in August of the last year, went offline weeks later, and developer firewall was ultimately closed that October. The last of Walk Online was cancelled in December of 2023 after Neutered Dogs decided it would pull resources away from single player projects. Oh man, yeah, this the only thing we have for this company is to keep laughing at them. Hey, and I know even people like myself, we used to be fans of Sony before they themselves turned into Soyny, Soyny, Wogny, Sensor Station, Walk Station. Primarily because and the past, at least even they were going in the westernized route. They still have their Japanese branch. They were selling Japanese games, even if they were exclusives. They were still going Japanese while also creating interesting stuff within the Western side. Yeah, I still remember Resistance. I have the games. The ones that actually hurt me the most is Killzone. Yeah, Killzone deserved better, to be honest. And Drive Club. Drive Club, because I'm someone that really love racing video games. Drive Club was like the best version we could ever have of Project Gotham Racing. And those fucking morons killed it, all in favor of Gran Turismo. And Gran Turismo cannot even stand for itself other than the esports crowd, milking for what is left of that audience before eventually people are noticing that yeah, the lack of content, being a fucking live service, don't, not having an arcade mode, not having even the content that had the previous iteration from 6, 5, and especially 4. Yeah, I have to jump to PS2 primarily because yeah, this company have fuck up all of their franchises. They don't have anything left to offer. And I hope they fucking go out of business because they have done so much damage to the industry, to the developers that we used to care of, for all of the IPs and content we used to care of. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.